Silverstone, round 3, and the sun's starting to rise in the east. Factory teammates young Jonathan Rea and Yuichi Kienare prove that Honda ain't going to take this line down.
Still cold here at Silverstone. We've had a little bit of spit just before this rain starts, and they're away now. I should have said the race start, but we've had rain, just a little bit of it as they tip down into Cox Corner for the first time. It's the 2HM plant, Honda's out front, and round the outside of Shane Shaky Byrne comes one of the Airways Ducatis. You can only imagine that must be Haslam it is. Slots into third place at the moment, Shane Byrne in fourth place behind him. It looks like Chris Walker in fifth place, and it's Leon Camier in sixth place as they drop into that difficult little corner at Beckett's, and this flip-flop section has caught so many people out during the last couple of days here. Neil McKenzie's alongside me. This really is difficult conditions. That little bit of rain that dropped on the advisors before this race started will have really scared a few of them, but not Haslam as he's up the inside, Neil.
Yeah, Leon Haslam, watched him in the dying moments of qualifying yesterday, and he looked like he was right back on form, like he was when he almost won the championship at Brands Hatch last year. Good to see Leon back, struggled the first few rounds. I'm just noting in the opening lap there, Chris Walker got another stunning start. If we just watch Leon down the inside into Abbey there, brilliant little passing manoeuvre, nice and tight.
Oh, look at Walker running it so close to the HM plant boy of Jonathan Rea. So number 4, Jonathan Rea, as they come down this horrible little flip-flop. And oh, look at that superb stuff there for Chris Walker, ever the opportunist. He's a real scrapper, is Walker. He will want to put Thurston behind him. It was a disastrous race, mate. As far as he was concerned, he just couldn't get on the pace. So number 9, Chris Walker, slots in behind Leon Haslam. And this is going to be a hell of a battle. But look at Haslam. I can't tell you. His leg looked twice the size of mine the other day when he came off. He came off the Beckett section, which is one of the fastest parts on the course to fall down on. It was windy, it was cold the other morning. Really threw it on the floor, threw himself on the floor. Haslam really looked to me like he wasn't really going to make this race. And when I spoke to Colin Wright, he figured 10th would be the best place he could manage. As through has gone Lavia on...
Yeah, 7th position for Lavia on that first lap, but he's making steady progress, but his teammate is away in front.
Oh, Kienare, he's so good at this flip-flop section, this horrible Mickey Mouse little flip it on one side, flip it on the other side. Really, you can't gain that much
time,
but places, it is possible. 4 times a winner this year already. Shane just lost the front end there. Shane Byrne just lost the front on the brake, but he's kept the thing running. I'll tell you what, so easy to do there at Abbey. And really, that looked to me like just a distinct lack of grip. Both wheels came out from under him at the same time. Kienare fastest lap, that was on that last lap that you saw, and Kienare is the lap record holder here at the moment. 1:26.041 is the time he's just done, and that's a long way off of the lap record that he holds, 1:25.5.
This is his favourite passing spot.
Oh,
he's thinking
about
it.
Up the inside. He hasn't got room, surely. He made it almost over the curb. I mean, he almost willed himself past Chris Walker, but that bobble in the right-hander on the way into the braking area there, Lavia just works away at it. He is just so good. Do you remember back in the World Superbikes when, you know, some people didn't really rate Gregorio Lavia that highly? And
I was one.
Well, I mean, I think it obviously was just a combination of bike and Lavia. That he's a very intelligent, very mature man, the way he goes about his business. I just reckon he didn't quite like the bike as much as, again, Kienare stands it up and forces his way. I tell you what, Chris Walker is not the man to be duking it out knuckle to knuckle with. But having said that, Kienare somehow... Well, that's as cheeky as it ever comes. Kienare, don't you just love him? He is a fan's favourite, but when he's taken on Chris Walker, who probably has the biggest fan base of any rider here, really fantastic stuff. Hand in here reminds me a bit of the Barry Sheen versus Kenny Roberts.
Same corner.
1979. Yeah, well, it's been modified a little bit since then, yeah. Haslam in that flip-flop. The Ducati perhaps not... Well, oh, I tell you what happened to Keogh there. He looked like he had a bit of a misfire in the middle of the corner, and he only had Chris Walker, who only just missed him to take the position, and Keogh immediately has it back.
A little bit of a blip there, yeah.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe the Honda died in the middle of the corner. I've no idea. Let's take another look at it. It was fantastic. It looks like it coughed just here. No, it was Chris Walker just kept the momentum in the middle of the corner.
Yeah. Ready to My
Oh, here we go.
estimations.
He's got to go for it, hasn't he? Forces his way through. We're going to rename that corner Keogh Corner it is, because through he comes again, King Keogh Corner. Bike sits down and doesn't let go. I tell you what, Daniel Crosspeen, the Michelin guy, is going to be very happy. He was shaking his head this morning when the temperature dropped to the level it did. And really, it's a nightmare for a tyre technician. Suddenly, the whole week's work goes out the window, all because of the weather. Chianari, absolutely. Look at this from a different angle. What a great angle as well, as we see it from all sides. Chianari just seems to have rails fitted for an HM Plant Honda through that section. Sparks then off the toe sliders of Chris Walker, as we look from Gregorio Lavia towards the rear end of Chris Walker, which is the next target in the Spaniard's sights. Cox Corner now, fantastic corner, one of my favourite, and then this long fast run up to the left kink and into Beckett's, where there was all sorts of trouble when the wind was up yesterday. So many people going down at this section in practice, and it really is a frightening section to fall down on. So Chris Walker gritting his teeth chasing Leon Haslam, but being chased by Leon Haslam's teammate Gregorio Lavia. That's your three in your picture as we come to the Keogh Corner, as I've renamed it, because he's the one that gets on the best with it. Tell you what, that Suzuki, it don't like sitting up and squirting out there. The Ducati really jumps away from it, doesn't it?
And it's smooth, the Ducati with the traction control. You can just whack that throttle open, and then the engine management does the rest. But Chris Walker, yeah, you can see him fighting, struggling with picking the bike up, trying to get drive.
Great onboard shots again this week, especially here at Silverstone. It's flat, so you get half an impression of what's going on. This long right-hander, that bobble just there as we drop into this left-right through has gone Walker. Haslam has gone back a place indeed. Chris Walker is just a real, I don't know what happened there. Look, I'd like to see that from an outside camera. That was a slow lap for Haslam. Everybody around him was going quicker. Haslam is fading.
And you know, Jonathan Rea in 6th position has just equalled the fastest lap of the race, 125.993.
Here comes Jonathan Rea on the other 20-year-old, so two 20-year-olds battling together. And, well, you could say they're too young to know what they can't do with those bikes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful racing as Camia holds onto it from Jonathan Rea. Rea will have a go back at him. I hope this doesn't end in tears. It will do if they keep doing this. Oh, magnificent stuff. Rubbing tyres. Michelin versus Dunlop. Rea versus Camia. It gets no better. I think Haslam's gone back another place. I think Jonathan Rea's about to go through him as well. He has.
Meanwhile, Lavia's got to 3rd.
Looking from Camia on board now. Oh, hello, Jonathan. Nice to see you.
Could well be. Leon seems to be struggling through that Woodcote chicane, and maybe, like you said, Leon is tiring a bit.
He's got to step on the foot pegs to make it change direction, and his leg is so badly beaten up. It's black and blue. And to manoeuvre a bike from side to side, you've got to put a little input into a motorbike. I'm not telling you.
Yeah, look at this. Jonathan Rea, 2nd wind.
Again, straight through. So, underneath the Airwave Ducati, Jonathan Rea. Oh, and through comes Camia as well.
Chris Walker was wide there.
Haslam has gone back another place. Camia has pinched another place. Oh, he's left it a little wide. And Haslam is still feeling a little bit racy. He's going to drop it on the nose of Camia, but Camia's best place for this set of corners. Out front, Chianari. You can almost forget about
Jonathan
that. As
Rea.
under pressure comes Walker. Walker and Rea. Rea not able to do anything at this time round, but you've said it. Jonathan Rea suddenly come all racy.
Yeah. He's trying to get a bit of revenge there, because that's where Chris Walker passed him in the opening lap. But Jonathan Rea's got 2nd win. He's got traction, he's got grip, he's got speed. He's passed
He's
Chris
through
Walker.
at Cox. Absolutely fantastic. HM Plant Honda 1 and 2. It is Chianari leading. He's already over the horizon and halfway round the world. But Jonathan Rea, his teammate, still Red Bull sponsored personally on the HM Plant Honda. He has now slotted into 2nd place. This is going to make Neil Tuxworth's day, let alone Honda Racing. Through goes Camia. Camia's doing it all right now on the Dunlop Shod bike. Gets underneath the Dunlop Shod Ducati. Wow. Camia moves up another place. That is absolutely fantastic as far as the championship is concerned, because Lavia has been pushed back another place. And as backmarkers move out of the way, and really as far as closing the championship up, it means that Lavia is losing points by the minute. Thank you so much. Last lap flag out then. It is the final lap already. Chianari has gone across the line. He's 7 seconds in front of his teammate Jonathan Ray in second place, who's a second in front of Walker, who has got 0.6 of a second over Camia, although you wouldn't believe it if you looked at that picture. That's Camia on bike number 2. The man in front of him, Chris Walker, looking, and I fingers crossed for the boy, like a podium position, but Camia's looking a bit of a menace. I'll tell you what, Honda 1, 2, 3 would be a bit special for them, and Camia's going to go for it. Camia is all after Chris Walker. It could be a Honda 1, 2, 3. Camia looking for a way past Chris Walker. Walker's going to fight to the end as we get into the braking area on the last lap of Abbey Curb. Always Chris Walker runs a bit wide here. Camia's turning it. He's on the power now. He's going to look for the slipstream as they head down towards Bridge. This is a scary corner.
This is Walker's section of the track.
It might be Walker's corner, but Camia's got it covered. He's going to be up to the inside of Walker here. Surely. Yes! Through goes Camia.
He's wide.
It doesn't matter. He's going to be on the inside. I thought he'd got it covered, but he hasn't. He's going to be on the inside on this next turn. Camia looking for a way back by. Walker's got it covered. He's going to make himself the widest Reza Suzuki in the world when he gets to this hairpin. No way Camia's going to get past, I'm sure. Checkered flag. Chianari wins. Second place will be Jonathan Ray. He's over the line. Third place surely will be Chris Walker. I wait for the monitor to click because you never know. Chianari, Ray, Walker, Camia. What a sterling effort from Camia, though, on the closing stages of the race. So as race 2 comes under orders, we're looking at Shane Byrne. Big problems in race 1. Hopefully he will have got them out the back of his mind now. Keogh carrying a sign saying get well soon, echo 2, and we echo that, of course. That's Dave Francis. He broke his arm on Friday. One of the much-loved organisers here at Silverstone. As we go into Cox for the first time, Keogh majestically sweeps across all and sundry, and surely is on his way, as he was last year, to a double race win. Incredible from Keogh. That's one of the best starts I've ever seen him make. Shane Byrne, though, has slipped into second place and is looking to force his way already on Keogh. It's an Airway Ducati third and a Rizla Suzuki fourth. It's 91 Haslam in third place, and of course Chris Walker in fourth place as they flip-flop through Ireland now. Neil Mackenzie, great start from Keogh.
Great start.
Oh, Haslam!
Haslam down the inside into Abbey down the inside. Shaky Byrne nearly touching tyres there. Shaky having a much better start this second race after going down in race 1.
A lot of tyre problems, I think, in race 1. It was so very cold tyres. Not great indeed. You get all sorts of anomalies as far as that's concerned. Tyres in the cold don't work too well, and they also start to break up in a different manner to they do when it's really red hot. But I can tell you the sun's come out, and Chris Walker boxes Shane Byrne's ears, and Shane Byrne is rattled by that.
He got rattled by Chris Walker in race 1, and I reckon that led to why he went down. He got a little bit unsettled, but Chris Walker strong through this section.
Quick, oh, I was about to make an announcement, but I won't for a moment because Levia's just made his own announcement on Chris Walker. Chris Walker will get it on the fat bit of the tyre. Levia, not silly, pulled it down and blocked his path.
Chris Walker couldn't open the throttle there, he couldn't get the drive out. Levia just covered himself and did a bit of a nice passing manoeuvre, also a block on the way out of Abbey, but Chris Walker will have a lunge here. He'll be having a look, he'll try and get close so he can maybe repay the compliment at the wood coaching game.
Just makes the difference between a class rider, doesn't it, and one that's not thinking quite as well. And Levia, he seems to have his mind in overdrive. He's just got every angle of things covered. I don't know whether he sits down at night and does some kind of an exam at every track. What are the possibilities of being passed here, there and everywhere? Look at this. I mean, it was a great move anyway.
It almost looked like he'd outbraked himself, but he kept it upright, he got it slowed down, turned it right in front of Walker.
Yeah. Into the complex section now, and I've got to say Shane Byrne's looking all very... Oh! Did Shane Byrne clip the rear end of Haslam then? Well, dumped in front of us is the Stobart Vent Axia bike. 2 DNFs out of 2. I think he clipped the rear end of Haslam.
I'd like to see that again.
Oh, cussing the situation. Lucky he was okay, because it looked to me like, yeah, he did look.
Yes.
Clipped the rear end of Haslam. Took Haslam off as well. Well, it's not Leon Haslam's day, or weekend even, and it's certainly not. Well, that is just the difference between two different types of motorcycle in the middle of the corner. One carrying a load of corner speed, one not. And really, Shane Byrne, in his frustration to try and get by, makes a mistake. Girlfriend Petra with her back to us, wandering out of the garage.
Left.
Yeah, exit stage. So you've got to say that Lavia bang on it at the moment and looking like he's trying exceedingly hard. Here comes Walker on bike number 9. But again, the
Wiggling
relentless
into
Leon Camia. He
Smooth.
is just smooth and relentless. Look at the way he's able to turn the bike. We're on board with him now, and he's looking to try and get underneath Chris Walker. The only thing I would say is Chris Walker on the brakes. There's not too many men brave enough to try and get under him.
Not at all, and he's not scared of backing it in and making that Rizzler Suzuki twice as wide as it actually is, and that makes it always difficult to pass. But Leon Cammy is so smooth, gets good drive.
Oh, out to the white line goes Chris Walker. Chris Walker, a huge fan base here in the UK. Never been British champion.
Wide.
Yeah, but that's the style of him on the Rizzler Suzuki. He always runs that middle part of the corner past it, turns it, squirts it, but that time didn't make the apex because there was a Leon Camia in the middle of it. Chianari on 25.5, 25.7 to Lavia, so he didn't close it down that lap. Lavia's got to try particularly hard. He's right out to the white line. So
white line and a little bit of grass.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jonathan Ray catching Chris Walker.
Yeah, well, same again, it's deja vu, isn't it, for Jonathan Ray? I mean, he said his Michelin's came to him very, very well in race 1 later in the day, and we might be seeing that again. After Thruxton, I talked about tyre torture, that he gave that HM Plant Honda and Michelin tyres absolute hell at Thruxton. This week, really, he's given him a bit of a chance to come to him, and look at this, round bridge, that's a great corner. Not quite close enough. Walker's good on the brakes into this section. But again, running a little wide there. Oh, who's that in the dirt? It's Camia. Camia's down in the dirt. It had to be Camia. He's gone sand trapping. Well, that's the first mistake we've seen
of the
for this young man on that new motorcycle. That's Matthew Stone, formerly a Honda, now Bike Animal. Leon Camia, the first mistake the immaculate youngster has made this year. And we're going to see it on board now. This will be interesting. Into the left-hander. Front end will just tuck under, I'm sure.
Into Priory.
Round it goes.
Do you know, last year he crashed at the corner before in Supersport.
So, down has gone Leon Camia, and he has blotted his copy book for the first time in 2007. He will be absolutely spitting over that one. Here comes Chris Walker through now, with Ray right on him. Jonathan Ray. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is getting a bit desperate down into Abbey. Big flame on the overrun from the Suzuki, cooking the front of the HM Plant Honda. Oh, I'll tell you what, look at that Honda, good drive. It really, really works good, doesn't it? Look at that, magnificent, absolutely magnificent. Got great drive out of Abbey, down towards bridge, no flap whatsoever. Chris Walker can ride as hard as he likes, but when you've got a motorcycle package working as well as that Honda looked then, not much you can do about it.
It's got good grip, but he also got a nice run through Abbey and a nice drive up to there. I'll question whether the Honda is actually any faster than the Suzuki in a straight line, but when you've got traction and when you've got drive out the corner before, it does make all the difference. Cal Crutchlow, and on the blue Rizzler Suzuki, and Tom Sykes. Old battle partners from last year in the Supersport Championship, battling out now on superbikes.
Yeah, Sykes, certainly a star of the future there. Makes his breaking points right out there, but he really is another. Well, he's a 21-year-old, isn't he, Tom Sykes, and another, light of the paddock in as much as that he's always happy, always bounding around. We've got oil on the track. Who's that gone down? We've got a red flag immediately gone out here. Someone's just said there's oil on the track, so we've got a red flag out immediately to deal with that. So somebody's obviously blown up and dumped oil down on the racetrack, and I can tell you that we're getting reports from all around the racetrack at the moment. Oh, there it is, all the way along there. You can see that in the cops. Look at that. He's going to fall off on that Keo if he goes over it. Where's the oil flag? Bike's gone bang. That's obviously the most. Is that one of Hydrix Hondas?
No, I don't think so. It's white, but it's not Carl Harris.
No, well, there is another one, I think. So, red flag out there at the moment. We've gone 2/3 distance. I think that's going to give us a... No, we need to go some more, yeah?
Well, it's 2/3 distance, so...
Well, you don't get a result at 2/3, you get a result at
3/4.
75. There it's gone bang, yeah. So there it is. 22 has gone bang. That is Steve... It is Steve Plater, indeed. It is on the AIM Racing Yamaha. It is a result, checkered flag, so the speculation as to whether that was going to be a result, it is a result. Chianari the winner from Lavia and Ray. That'll be your podium in a little while. Walker in front of Haslam. Sykes ends up in 6th place. Crutchlow in 7th. 8th is Hill. Rutter is 9th. And after Rutter is Tommy Bridewell, number 18, 10th place, beating his brother Ollie in 11th place.